Murf and ElevenLabs are two of the biggest names in AI voice right now. In this video, you'll learn how both Murf and ElevenLabs actually work, what they're good at, what they're not so good at, and which one will save you time and give you the results you need. Let's start with Murf. When you log into Murf, the first thing you'll notice is that it feels simple. You paste in your text, pick a voice, and hear it read back. But don't let the clean layout fool you. Underneath the surface, Murf gives you a lot of control. They have more than 200 voices across 20 different languages and accents. You can choose between voices that sound friendly, professional, casual, or technical. Let's say you're making a YouTube tutorial about a fitness app. You've written the line, "Now tap the screen." In Murf, you can make that phrase slower so it lands in sync with the video, or raise the pitch slightly so it sounds encouraging. You can also tell the system to stress the word tap so it doesn't blend into the rest of the sentence. These small changes make your tutorial easier to follow because the voice is working with the visuals instead of against them. Murf even has a feature called Say It My Way. You record a short clip of yourself, and Murf uses it to guide the AI delivery. It's not a full clone of your voice like ElevenLabs does, but it helps the AI sound closer to your personal style. That's handy if you want all your videos to have a consistent sound without recording every single line yourself. The audio quality on Murf is strong. Their latest engine, Speech Gen 2, has been trained on tens of thousands of hours of speech. In English, it hits close to 99% accuracy. In practice, that means you don't waste time regenerating lines because of strange mispronunciations. For tutorial creators, trainers, or marketers, that accuracy means less editing and fewer headaches. Another reason creators like Murf is its integrations. You can connect it directly with Canva, PowerPoint, Google Slides, Adobe Software, Wix, or WordPress. Say you're building a presentation for a client. Instead of generating audio in one place and uploading it manually into another, Murf lets you plug it straight in. If you make a lot of videos or presentations, this integration saves hours over time. Speed is another advantage. You can generate a polished narration in minutes. Compare that to working with a human voice actor. Hiring, waiting for recordings, and doing revisions can take days or weeks. Murf gets it done almost instantly, and the cost is far lower. There's also a free plan. It gives you 10 projects and 10 minutes of voice generation, with access to most of the main features. The catch is, you can't download the audio unless you pay. Still, it's a good way to test the system before committing. Paid tiers unlock downloads, longer projects, and translation features. So Murf's main strengths are clear. It's easy to use, gives you detailed control, integrates with popular tools, works quickly, and keeps costs predictable. The main drawback is emotion. While the voices are realistic, they sometimes lack the deep emotional range of the most advanced tools. For straight tutorials, explainer videos, or training sessions, Murf is perfect. But if you want dramatic acting or highly expressive performances, it can feel a bit flat. Now let's move to ElevenLabs. This tool's biggest strength is emotional realism. The voices don't just sound accurate, they sound alive. With ElevenLabs, you can generate speech that carries excitement, curiosity, sadness, or warmth in a way that feels close to a real person. The latest model, called 11v3, supports over 70 languages. You're not limited to English or a small set of accents. You can create voices that sound native in many parts of the world. That's useful if you're trying to reach global audiences. ElevenLabs also gives you very fine control over expression. You can add tags in your text, like excited or whispering, and the AI will perform the line in that style. Let's go back to the fitness app tutorial. With ElevenLabs, you can make the line, "Now tap the screen," sound like an enthusiastic coach cheering you on. Or you can make it sound calm and supportive, like a trainer guiding a beginner. This flexibility lets you match the tone to the exact audience you're targeting. Voice cloning is another standout feature. With just a short sample, you can create a digital voice that sounds almost identical to the source. If you want your own voice on your channel but don't want to record every script, cloning saves huge amounts of time. And the quality is so high that most people won't notice it's AI. ElevenLabs also offers dubbing that does way more than just simple translation. You can take your English script, translate it into another language, and the AI delivers it in a way that keeps the original tone and emotion. So your fitness app tutorial can become a Spanish tutorial that still sounds encouraging, or a Japanese tutorial that still sounds motivating, without losing the original energy. Of course, ElevenLabs has trade-offs. It's generally more expensive than Murf, especially if you generate a lot of audio. It can also feel more complex. To get the exact result you want, you might need to experiment with tags and settings. That extra flexibility is powerful, but it comes at the cost of time. And because the cloning is so realistic, there are ethical concerns. There have already been cases where people misused it to impersonate others. The company is working on safeguards, but you'll need to be responsible in how you use it. So how do Murf and ElevenLabs compare side by side? Murf is practical, affordable, and focused on workflow efficiency. It gives you a wide selection of voices, accurate output, and integrations that make content creation smooth. ElevenLabs ElevenLabs is expressive, emotional, and focused on natural realism. It gives you voices that sound human in the deepest sense, with advanced cloning and dubbing that Murf doesn't match. Now, let's talk about workflow. Murf is all about making your process smooth. You write, paste, adjust, and export in one clean pipeline. ElevenLabs sometimes requires more trial and error to shape the exact voice performance you want. That's not necessarily bad. It just means Murf prioritizes speed, while ElevenLabs prioritizes artistry. So which one should you pick? If you need speed, control, and affordability, Murf is a great match. If you need realism, emotion, and advanced cloning, ElevenLabs is the better choice. Some creators actually use both. They use Murf for straightforward training or tutorial videos, and ElevenLabs for character-based content or storytelling. Let's go through some use cases to see which tool would be the better fit for you. Let's go back again to our fitness app tutorial. If your main goal is to explain the steps clearly and keep the voice steady and professional, Murf is the better fit. You'll paste in your script, make quick adjustments, and export it straight into your video editor or Canva project. Everything runs smoothly. If your goal is to make the tutorial more lively and emotional, ElevenLabs is the stronger choice. You can create a narrator that sounds genuinely excited to guide the viewer, or even set up two voices in conversation. That way, your tutorial doesn't just teach, it entertains. Now, let's say you're in the e-learning space. A company that builds online training modules might need dozens of hours of narration. Murf works well here because it can produce consistent, clear, neutral voices that match across lessons. The control over pacing and emphasis means technical terms can be pronounced clearly. ElevenLabs would also work, but its extra emotional depth might not add much in this context, unless the training is designed to be more engaging or character-driven. Think about audiobooks next. ElevenLabs shines here. You can create voices that change tone across dialogue or add emotion to narrative sections. Listeners feel more connected, almost like a real voice actor is reading. Murf can still handle audiobooks, but the delivery might feel flatter and less dramatic. For YouTube channels, it depends on the type of content. If you're making tutorials, explainers, or educational videos, Murf gives you everything you need quickly and affordably. If you're making storytelling content, fictional series, or anything where emotion pulls the audience in, ElevenLabs will elevate it. Podcasts are another area. Murf can generate a consistent, professional-sounding host voice, especially for informational podcasts. ElevenLabs can create more dynamic voices that shift with emotion, useful for storytelling podcasts or interviews where energy matters. So really, the choice isn't about which platform is better in general, but which one is better for your specific type of content. Both are leaders in their space, and both keep improving fast. In the long run, you might find yourself using Murf as your everyday workhorse and bringing in ElevenLabs when you want to create something with more dramatic flair. And that's okay. There's no rule that says you can only use one. The real goal is to choose the right tool for the right job. So here's the bottom line. Murf is the practical, dependable studio. It's perfect for tutorials, e-learning, presentations, and content where clarity and efficiency matter most. ElevenLabs is the expressive stage. It's perfect for storytelling, emotional content, character voices, and projects where performance matters most. Whichever one you choose, you'll be working with one of the best AI voice platforms available today. The key is to match the tool to your goals. Do that, and you'll not only save time and money, but you'll also deliver content that sounds professional and keeps your audience engaged. Do you prefer Murf, ElevenLabs, or using both? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe while you're there.